My name is Aslam. I am not a celebrity, I'm not rich, I'm just a poor man from a small town holding on to one dream: to survive. I wake up every morning praying for one thing: to have enough food for the day. Some days I succeed. Most days, I go to sleep hungry. I never begged on the streets, I never stole. Instead, I picked up my old phone, quit, and started a YouTube channel. This channel is not just a project, it's my hope. My only hope to build a life, to support my family, to stand with dignity. Maybe for you, liking a video is just a click. But for me, that one click is a lifeline. It's a chance to eat, a chance to dream again. If my story touched your heart, just like this video, subscribe to my channel. Your support can give wings to my dreams. Even if I don't go viral, at least I tried with honesty, and maybe, just maybe, someone out there will listen. My name is Emily. I'm a single mother of 3 little girls. Life has never been kind. I work day and night as a taxi driver just to feed them. One stormy night, I had a terrible accident with my daughters in the car. When I woke up in the hospital, I was broken. The car was destroyed. I owed $20,000. Then a stranger read my story online, and everything changed. He paid my bill, gave us a beautiful house, and helped me start a supermarket. I had nothing. Now I have everything because someone cared. In a rush for college, frustrated by everything that morning. At a crossing, I saw an elderly woman struggling to step off the curb. Something inside me stopped. I walked over and offered my hand. She smiled at me, the warmest smile I had ever seen. As we crossed slowly, she whispered, "You remind me of my son." She handed me a small card and said, he would have done the same. The card had an address and a name. I visited it a week later. It was a scholarship office. That lady had left funds in her son's memory. Because I helped her, I was given a scholarship I never imagined. One small act of kindness can lead to a lifetime of blessings. Sat on a dusty roadside, polishing strangers' shoes just for a few coins. People passed by without noticing his small hands and tired eyes. Until one day, a man in a suit stopped and watched him closely. The man sat beside him, asked his name, and smiled gently. He asked, "Would you like to go to school?" The boy's eyes filled with tears. That day he didn't get coins, he got a lifetime of opportunity. Years later, the same boy became the owner of a shoe company, all because one man cared. One act of kindness can change a life forever. Walking home with only $1 in her pocket. Then she saw a little boy crying outside a bakery. He was hungry and he had no money. She looked at her last dollar, and without hesitation she gave it to the boy. The boy smiled through his tears. A man standing nearby had watched everything. He approached her and said, "You've got a golden heart." He turned out to be the owner of the bakery. He offered her a job and a fresh start. Because kindness always finds its way back, even your last dollar can change a lot. Walking home with only $1 in her pocket. Then she saw a little boy crying outside a bakery. He was hungry and he had no money. She looked at her last dollar, and without hesitation she gave it to the boy. The boy smiled through his tears. A man standing nearby had watched everything. He approached her and said, "You've got a golden heart." He turned out to be the owner of the bakery. He offered her a job and a fresh start. Because kindness always finds its way back, even your last dollar can change a lot. Just another homeless man on the street, invisible to the world. People walked past him every day, never stopping, never caring. His eyes told stories of hunger, pain, and forgotten dreams. Then one day a stranger paused, just for a moment. She didn't have much, but she gave him food and a smile. He looked at her, like someone had seen him for the first time. The next day she came back, with a cup of coffee and a job flyer. "You deserve another chance," she said softly. With trembling hands he took the flyer, and hope returned. He cleaned up, wore donated clothes, and walked into the interview. Nervous but hopeful, he sat before the manager. The manager saw his honesty, and hired him on the spot. It wasn't just a job, it was dignity returned. Months later he had a small home and a reason to live. One act of kindness changed everything. He never forgot her, the stranger who saw his worth. He searched for her, but she had moved away. So he started helping others, just like she helped him. Kindness creates kindness. Be the reason someone believes in humanity. A taxi driver picked up an old woman from a quiet street. She said nothing, just showed him an address written on paper. As they drove, the silence between them felt heavy. The driver turned on soft music, hoping to ease her heart. She gave a faint smile, the only expression she showed. He dropped her at a care home, she whispered. "Thank you." Later, he learned it was the last ride she ever took. He didn't just drive her, he gave her peace in her final moments. Every small act of kindness mattered. He failed his exams again, friends mocked him, teachers lost hope, but he didn't quit. He started waking up early, studied harder than ever before. 1 year later, the results shocked everyone. He topped the class. Failure didn't break him, it built him. Because failure is not the end, it's the beginning. The blind man was sitting on the sidewalks with a cardboard sign. "I'm blind, please help." People walked by. Some dropped coins, most didn't. Then, a girl stopped. She picked up his sign, she flipped it over, and wrote something new. After that, people started giving more. The blind man asked, "What did you write?" She smiled and said, "I just wrote the same thing, but in different words." Her words were, "It's a beautiful day, but I can't see it." Sometimes, just changing the way you say something can change everything. The power of words is real, say them wisely.